Alrighty, folks, here we are in the numbers department today for Saturday, October the 17th. So we're only going to see a little bit of green on the screen today. Sorry about that. Let's take a look at the deaths now in the past 24 hours for the entire state of Florida. 85 today. Yesterday it was 95. It's an improvement by 10, so we're down to 85, but still big number. Don't like that number at all. But it is an improvement. That's why we're going to show it in green. Now let's take a look at the positives. 4,044 today, 595 more than yesterday. Yesterday we were 3,449, so our positives have gone up. All right, taking a look at Dade County. Dade County is the Miami area. 17 new deaths to report, 554 new positives. Broward County, Fort Lauderdale, 6 new deaths to report, 377 new positives. Then in Palm Beach County, 9 new deaths to report, 196 new positives. Alrighty, here we are in Orange County, that's Orlando. 2 new deaths to report, 258 new positives. In Brevard County, that's Melbourne, 3 new deaths to report, 81 new positives. St. Lucie County, that's Fort Pierce, 1 new death to report, 41 new positives. Martin County, that's where Stewart is, 1 new death to report, 32 new positives. Then in Indian River County, where we are, no new deaths to report. That's a good thing. Look at this, 25 new positives popped up in our county, of which 9 were in zip code 32960 and 2 were in zip code 32963. Alrighty, folks, one thing I forgot to show you. Let's go back up here. This positivity number for today, based on the number of tests that were done versus the number of positives, is 5.19. That's a bad number. The number is correct, but it's a bad number because that number must or should be under 5. You'll notice back in the past, and back here it was 4.36 on Thursday. Let's go back a little bit further here. We were at 4.96 on Monday, 3.45 last week on that would have been Sunday of October the 12th. Let's go back just a little bit further here. 4.14 on Wednesday, October the 7th. Just a teeny bit further now. 3.89 on this would be October the 5th. So this is not good. I mean, let's face it, it seems like we're moving into just a little bit of a spike for sure. Now, let's take a look at this. 111.86, that's our moving average for the deaths. That means that 111 people, an average of 111, almost 112 persons passed away each day for the past 7 days. As you know, we did have an anomaly in there. An anomaly, say it correctly, Crider. That anomaly was back on Saturday where they didn't report anything, so it kind of threw us off a little bit, but we're back on track again. So we had 85 today, 95 yesterday. We had a really bad number of 178 on Monday of last week, and that's the thing that's driving us up really bad. So here you go. Look at this. Not good. Not good at all. Now let's go over and take a look at it on my chart here. This is my 7-day moving average death chart. Everybody accuses me of being Mr. Doom and Gloom and Mr. Death, but I want to present this to you so you understand it and it looks good so you can see exactly graphically what it looks like. Graphically here you can see we have now popped up. We were kind of coming down here pretty nicely, and all of a sudden we're going back up in the air. So I keep saying this every day. 10:17, we were at 111.86, and if you slide across here and take a look at 9:11, we were at about 111.57. So we've gone up and down, but we haven't made a great deal of improvement since then. Yet down, up, down, up, down, up, and we're supposed to be trying to make these check marks, and as you can see, there's a check mark here that goes up, and there's a check mark here that goes down and then goes up. Here's another check mark that goes down and goes up. We're making check marks, but we'd like to see this line start coming down. If we could draw a straight line from the top here, it would be nice if we could have drawn it down through here. But instead, it's not falling off as much as we would like it to. Alrighty, next stop here is taking a look at all of the states in the United States and how we did yesterday. In the past 48 hours, Florida had 100 to report. In the past 48 hours, that was the number one leading state in deaths in the entire United States. Texas was number 2 with 98, and California was number 3 with 65. Remember, the most populous states, Florida has 21 million, about 21.5 million people. Texas has almost 29 million, and California has 39.5 million people. So we are the 3 most populous states. Therefore, generally, we have the most numbers. Now, we want to try to stop that somehow. California, let's see, Georgia. Georgia was in 4th place with 64, our neighbor up there. Illinois, 52. At 6th place was North Carolina with 36. Pennsylvania was in 7th place with 31. We'll go down here a little bit further. Massachusetts was 9 with 30. Missouri was 10 with 27. Indiana was 11 with 23. Wisconsin was 21 with in 12th place. Kansas in 13th place was 21. And let's go down a little bit further here, and we'll get down to Ohio, 19 with 17 deaths. Iowa, for flyover Lizzie out there, 17 for Iowa. For our Michiganders, 21st place with 15, still in those double-digit numbers. For our Minnesota friends, who, by the way, are friends from Minnetonka, 2 different friends now from Minnetonka in that general area up there. You had a 13 up there, double digits, and you're in 22nd place. But our friends from Minnetonka are now down in Florida. So Dorothy is no longer in Kansas. She's in Florida. Let's go to Nebraska, 23rd place with 12. Go down here to New York. New York has always had pretty high numbers, and they're coming down pretty nicely. Still in the double digits, though, with 10 in 25th place. Colorado usually has a small number, and it's usually in the single digits. Here we are with 10 in the 26th place. Let's go down to Utah. Utah has 8 in 30th place. We'll skip down here a little bit farther for Idaho. Idaho had 6 in 33rd place. Just a little bit further down for Jersey. Okay, Dannie up in Jersey. 37th place with only 4. Good job. Now, Julie, who was down here, is on her way back to Maryland, but she's in pretty good shape with 4 single digits, not too bad up there. Kentucky was in 39th place with 4. And Jay Grutman at 41 with 3. Let's see what else we got here that people would be interested in that watch this. Our Connecticut friends in 44th place with only 2. New Hampshire had 2. Let's go down just a teeny bit further, look at Wyoming. Of course, Wyoming is such a small state, they didn't really have anything. Maine had 1. So there you go. That's the look at the entire United States. We're going to zip over here and take a look at one thing I wanted to show you today, and that was in Indian River County. This would be Indian River County. So here we are. So the median age group of people who get COVID-19, as I told you yesterday, was 44. I'm going to show it to you a little bit more graphically today. People asked to see a little bit more of the breakout. Now today, male 1,600, females 1,906. So women are getting COVID-19 more than men here in Indian River County. And then if you take a look at this. Ages 15 to 24, 548 people have gotten COVID-19. That is the highest group of people, the 15 to 24s, we have in this county. Then they start falling off and getting down here. But look at this here. We are people 85 plus, 195 people 85 plus have gotten it. And then 74 to 84, like that's my category, 259. And we've had 122 deaths here in the county since everything started. All right, and here's yesterday. Yesterday was 25. But look at this. Go back here to the 8th of October. We had some spikes the 7th and 8th of October, and then we fell off quite nicely. Look down here. I mean, look at all these little low numbers here, 8 and 9s and 8s, and it was a 12 there, and then here's a little one at 6. But all of a sudden, beginning on the 14th of October, we started going up. We had 18 on the 14th, we had 19 on the 15th, and now we have 25 on the 16th. So I just thought you ought to take a look at that. That's Indian River County. As far as whites are concerned, 1,940 whites got it, 410 blacks got it, and if we go down here with the Hispanic, only 710 Hispanics. Only is a terrible choice of words, I apologize, but because any number is not a good number. All righty, folks, let's go over here and take a look now at what we call the global view. The global view, 8,062,236 as far as cases are concerned in the United States. USA cases, 8,062,236. As far as USA deaths are concerned, 218,625. Global cases, 39,421,733. And global deaths, 1,105,751. Alrighty, folks, those are the numbers for Saturday. This would be Saturday, the 17th of October. I have a few more little things to throw in here at the end. Back in only a moment. Okay, there you go. You got the numbers. That's where we stand today. There's not much we can do about it. They are what they are. Here are the shout-outs for today. Always shout out to Marie Arnold, Diana Stark, Iowa Lizzie, Flyover Lizzie out in Iowa. Hey, Lizzie, how you doing? Cheryl Deacon, Joan, Ellen, Elizabeth Hutchinson, George, Vanessa, and Vanessa's down in Miami, and Tony in Miami, and Kevin out there in Houston. Wayne and Dorothy. Now, you know, Dorothy is no longer in Kansas. She went to Minnetonka, Minnesota. Well, now, guess what? Dorothy is now in Vero Beach. So Wayne and Dorothy are back. I'm looking forward to maybe kind of running into them one of these days in the next week or so. So we're glad to have you guys back. I don't know about the Kennedys. They're back and forth all the time, so I'm never sure where they are. But the Kennedys are sometimes faithful watchers, and we appreciate them. Donna, Jim Davis, my radio idol, radio hero. This guy he's forgotten more about radio than I am ever going to know. Not only is he a tremendous air guy and all that sort of thing, and he's been on CKLW in the early years back up in Canada, and many famous radio stations all over the United States, and he is a living legend, still doing the same thing, still doing great voiceovers and all that sort of thing. He lives here in Vero Beach. You'll hear him on radio and TV, his voice all over the place here and many other places, but we're really proud to have Jim Davis here in Vero Beach. We're very lucky to have him. He ran a bunch of radio stations here in town for a while. Now he and his son are working together, and they're doing videos, and he's doing voiceovers and so forth. But thank you very much, Jim Davis, for watching. I'm very blessed to have you to watch me. Ray Mancari, he's still here. Thank you, Ray. Appreciate you watching. Captain Marsha, always at the front gate. Danny up in Jersey. Danny, you're getting your numbers down up there. You're doing pretty good. We're looking forward to seeing you come back here fairly soon. Ron and Barb Dumoulin, Jim Peabody, Britt, Betsy, Sherrie, Hale, Jay, Timothy, John, Marx, and Kelly over at the Polo Deli. Polo Deli, don't forget, best prices on wine anywhere here on Vero's Beach. There's no place you can buy wine that you recognize any better prices than over at the Polo Deli. My next door friends like Heather Mason Wood, Gail Beeson, Karol Carol, Carol Carol, two different Carols now. But Barb, Jay, Megan Davis, Diane, Joyce, Rosemary Biddle, Edith Stokes, and my Facebook friends always for sure, Ann Hallie Danshaw, George Ed, Kathleen, Bruce, Jay Parm, one of our very, very illustrious people who live here, Jean, Nancy Bicknell, Nancy Strazula, Susan Taylor, and Barb Chandler, and Lisa Crider Brown. So there are shout-outs for today. A couple of things I would like to mention to you. I keep saying this because Chef Michael Glotz has been a good friend of ours for many, many years, and he was the inspiration or the savory chef over at the patisserie before one of the partners passed away, and now there's no more patisserie. He left and came back to Vero Beach because he knows the right place to be, and he has opened up the 1420 Coffee House 1420 here in Vero Beach, and I keep mentioning it all the time, mainly because it just opened recently, and I want to give him a good push. He has really great stuff there wonderful things. Like I'm going to put up a charcuterie up here that you can take a look at. Some pastries you will see up here on the screen. I'll do the kind of flash by here a little bit. I had a souffle sandwich over there one morning for breakfast, and also some really great luscious berries and granola that they made fresh there. So please, please, please go by and see Chef Michael Glotz, and it's called the Coffee House 1420. Sorry about that. I'm getting a little mixed up here today, getting all this stuff put together. And of course, we have the Ryder's New Gourmet Market here on Cardinal Drive across from the Tides Restaurant, and Tom Ryder and his family have put that place together and done a really, really nice job. And in addition to that, Beach Market's coming along. You heard me mention that early on here. So there's a lot of really great places to go. Hey, don't forget to take a look at the classicamerica.net. We're going to be playing that Christian music between midnight tonight and noon tomorrow. And I've had a request to continue playing it until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So instead of 12 hours, we might think about taking it for 15 hours. And that might be a good thing. That's classicamerica.net, and that's on the internet. It doesn't cost anything, and we have I don't think we have any commercials in there during the religious music. And then, of course, mostlysinatra.com, and don't forget my Vero Beach 5-star website. Still working on that. Not as much as I am on the Sinatra site at the moment. Okay, that ought to do it. Don't forget to get your flu shot. It is Saturday. It's a great day here in Vero Beach. Beautiful day, and I want you to have a very, very blessed Saturday. Look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow. Ron Crider, signing off. Have a fabulous day.